Hey, everyone, and welcome to this bonus episode of the award-winning Legends of Sport podcast. I'm your host, Andy Bernstein. Folks, we just finished up Season 8, but we couldn't help ourselves with all the World Cup fever going on, and especially the excitement over the USA team. So, we decided to collaborate with our friends at Sport Magazine and Players TV and bring you this bonus episode with former Team USA and current MLS player Shaq Moore. Shaq worked his way up the ranks with the U.S. national team and made his senior team debut in 2018. He was a member of the 2022 USA World Cup team and has played with many of the current members of this year's squad. Shaq holds the U.S. record for fastest goal in history in just 20 seconds into the game during the 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cup. Unbelievable. Shaq grew up in Miami and is still a big Dwyane Wade fan. We talked about his love for hoops, playing against the great Lionel Messi, the explosion of interest in soccer in the U.S., and what's to come after the World Cup. Shaq is currently playing for FC Dallas and enjoying the World Cup break with his newborn son. Really, really great conversation with soccer standout Shaq Moore. We hope you enjoy this bonus episode, folks, and as always, I'll see you on the backside. Well, welcome, Shaq Moore, to the Legends of Sport podcast. Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, it's great, man. So, soccer fever is going bananas here in the U.S., obviously, right? I want to get into your history with soccer, and especially USA soccer, in a minute. But we're talking to each other the day after the amazing game, the 2-0 game over Bosnia Herzegovina, and obviously, I'm sure you watched it, right?
Yep, sure did. Tune in.
Yeah, and this is going to come out after the Belgium game, so we got no idea what's going to happen. But let's talk about that game for a second, man. I mean, that was, first of all, they're playing in front of like 99.9% USA fans, which is
Which
crazy.
was great, especially for the sport.
But I'm wondering, like, from your perspective, did the ref have it in for the U.S. team? I mean, what was going on in that game? It was insane.
Yeah, well, I think there was definitely a few iffy calls, but I'm glad the U.S. were able to kind of work through it. Bosnia set back and made it kind of really difficult for us. So just to break through was tough. But credit
Yeah.
to the guys, and even in the red card, I think the red card was a bit harsh.
I
But
do
I
too.
think
Yeah.
I think we fought through it. We held on, which is the most important, and we're on to the next round. So.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I don't know if you know my history, but I was with the NBA for
Okay.
43 years.
Oh,
Blah,
I
blah,
love it.
blah.
I love NBA. Big NBA fan.
Yeah, long time. And so, Shaq, let's get into your history, man. Super interesting. You grew up in Miami,
Yes,
right?
sir. For
Your dad,
Lauderdale.
your dad was he a pro soccer player or was?
So yeah, he played soccer. He was, originally from Trinidad and Tobago, and he had a few trials in England
Yeah.
before he came back to school instead of actually, pursuing his career. At that time it was a little bit different. It was more focused on
Mhm.
going to school, and that
Yeah.
was the more sure bet than trying to go pro. So
Yeah.
but yeah, he was good, man. He played in college D1, and then kind of played like semi-pro, kind of around the U.S., kind of in different places, and then
Yeah.
naturally, his boys got into it too.
Did he coach you as a little guy? I mean, I
Yeah,
coached my daughters, played soccer until they just,
yeah,
got
he
into other
definitely
things. Yeah.
definitely coached me, man. He was very hard on us, growing up. But to this day, I thank him, for being that hard, and during the
Yeah.
moment, I hated it, you
Yep.
know. But as I've grown older, I'm really thankful that he was, hard on us.
Yeah. What other sports did you play growing up?
Basketball.
Yeah.
I love basketball. That's why I'm a big NBA guy. I love basketball,
That's
but
awesome. Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to be 6'5", so uh, stuck to soccer. So it ended up working out.
Yeah. Either did I. That's why I stuck to the camera
There you go.
and ended up photographing those guys all those years. But growing up in Miami, I read that you were a big D Wade fan.
Yes, sir.
One
Yes,
of the
sir.
great guys of all time. Obviously, incredible champion. Represented the U.S. And just in general, just an incredible person. Did you ever have a chance to meet him and interact with him?
I've never met him, but
Yeah.
yeah, D Wade was definitely a big inspiration growing up. He really, not put my South Florida on the map, but he was definitely a big reference because not really a soccer figure from, not really a soccer team, at that time. So the big
Hmm.
sports guy in South Florida was D Wade. So
Yeah.
I would love to meet him, D Wade, if you're looking, you're watching this. Let's
Yeah.
meet up. I'd love to meet him, pick his brain, and like to learn from excellence. So
Well, we got to make that happen. I mean, I'm a fan of his podcast. He's,
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
waiting to
Yeah.
get him on mine. I almost had him when he was enshrined at the Basketball Hall of Fame a couple of
Oh
years
wow.
ago,
Oh
but he was a
wow.
little too busy. But we'll get him at some point.
That would be great.
Um, so I told you my history with the NBA. I go back. My rookie year was Magic's second year, believe it or not. So
Oh wow.
I was the official
Long time.
NBA photographer all through Showtime and the Jordan era, and Shaq
Uh,
and Kobe and Pow, and of course LeBron and Steph and all those guys. So I retired after the 2024 season. My wife doesn't like me to say retired because I'm working more now than I actually
ha.
worked then. But but I wanted to get this Legends of Sport thing going, and it had been a great career, But my history is in sports photography. The very first team I ever worked for was the LA Aztecs, which you probably never even heard of the
Never.
North American Soccer League, believe it or
Oh
not.
wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, late 70s, 80s. Pele was part of that team. Giorgio Canaglia. We had a pretty good team in LA, although they had probably like about 150 people had come to the game.
Oh,
It's just, and they played in the Rose Bowl, believe it or
oh
not,
wow.
at night.
Big stadium and nobody in it,
Yeah.
right?
But it got my feet wet, and then I started working for the Lakers and the Kings at the Forum, and somebody over there had the genius idea. Okay, let's bring soccer indoors, right?
Mhm.
And they marketed. This is true story, Shaq. The marketing campaign was it's hockey with balls
Wow. Wow.
because they played on the hockey
On the
surface
hockey, yeah, exactly.
on AstroTurf. It was with the boards and the whole thing. It was insane. It was
And did it
just
sell out? Did more people come out and did it
people
sell?
people came out because it was such a novelty. And
Wow.
the
Okay.
big knock on soccer in the US has always been there's not enough scoring.
Not enough scoring,
Like
right?
we're used to seeing scoring NFL, even in baseball,
Hmm.
and especially in hockey. And the indoor soccer, they was scoring. There was like 13 to 12 games going on. It was,
Wow.
it was
Wow.
nuts. Yeah. But that was my start. I ended up working for the LAFC team in their
Okay.
inaugural year. I actually took the first photo in the history of the team of
Oh wow.
the first goal of that Diego Rossi scored, which
Okay.
was
Okay.
in Seattle in the rain, which was nuts. Um, and then my wife is Argentinian, so I don't think there's more to say what's going on in my house right now.
Yeah, I can only
Completely,
imagine.
yeah, it's completely decked out in blue and white. The earth literally stops rotating when they play.
What they play, right?
Yeah. So I'm in like all in now. I mean, the last World Cup I was kind of in, but I had sort of one foot out.
Mhm,
And of
mhm.
course they won it, and we partied up at like 8 o'clock in the morning,
Wow.
because the game ended at that point. But now I'm totally, and I'm watching games with teams I don't even know where the
Never even
countries
thought.
are. Yeah,
Well, hey, that's the beauty of the World Cup, right? Bring
yeah,
people together, bring cultures together. So that's the beautiful part of it.
yeah, for sure. And what we're doing right now, Shaq, is we're partnering and collaborating with Sport Magazine, which I'm not sure if you are familiar with the history of Sport Magazine,
No,
but
I'm not.
so back, Sport Magazine was around for almost 50 years. It was Sports Illustrated was one, Sport was like 1A. For us
Okay.
photographers, Sport was actually a better vehicle to showcase our work. And they devoted a lot of ink and a lot of time to soccer back in the day. The World Cup was really important to them. So we're kind of reviving. They're reviving sport right now in a digital format, and we're kind of helping them because we're a bridge with
Nice.
Legends of Sport. Um, Tell me a little bit about your like what soccer teams did you follow growing up? Because of course soccer wasn't big in
Yeah,
all
it wasn't
many
that big.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it wasn't that big. I mean,
yeah,
when we're playing in school and stuff, it was never popular. I felt like the odd one out a lot. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
love Ronaldinho growing up, so Barcelona was one of my favorite teams.
That was Kobe's favorite guy, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Man, Ronaldinho was the first guy you saw do stuff that like on FIFA, do it like
mhm.
in a game, right? Like
Yes,
an actual game.
yes.
So love them, followed them a lot. Then Messi coming in shortly after, so was a big Barca fan.
Yeah, yeah. I actually got to visit it. What a facility they have over there,
Oh yeah,
Barcelona.
beautiful, beautiful. I
Oh,
played there
great.
once too, so
No way, really?
yeah, the Camp Nou, yeah, yeah.
Have you played against Messi in the MLS?
Yeah, I played against him here in MLS and then in Spain as well. So
Wow. I
I've been
mean,
privileged.
yeah, I mean, what is that like? I mean, it like guys, I talk to guys all the time about playing with Kobe and against Kobe. I go back so far that guys played against Magic that I'm still friends
uh,
with, and we have them
uh,
on. But I mean, the aura around him is it real when you're on the field with him,
oh
on the
yeah.
pitch, I should say. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's almost you can't even believe it because he's a small guy. You look at him, he doesn't really look like he's anything special, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
it's almost like as soon as the game starts, it's like,
yeah,
okay, wow. And it's funny because he'll like roll you to sleep a little bit. He'll play simple, not
yeah,
do too much, like in the beginning or the first 5, 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's like boop, boop, boop,
yeah,
and the ball's in the
yeah,
back of your net, right?
yeah.
So
He's so slick and
so
I guess
slick.
crafty.
Exactly. Especially at this
Amazing.
age, he knows he's getting older. You can't really beat everybody like how he used
Right.
to, right? So he'll
Right.
pick his moments, and as soon as you like, look your head this way, he's already like behind you on that side. You're picking the ball out of your net.
Yeah, yeah. Did
uh,
you did you ever interact? Did you speak with him? Did you get to shake
Funny.
his hand after a
So
game? I mean,
I shook his hand at the game in Spain when we played. Oh, no, that was the first time I played against him. And then in
yeah.
Nashville, we played against him in Leagues Cup. Like it was his first trophy that he won with Miami. And
Mhm.
during the game, I just told him like it was a corner, right? So I'm back on the corner and he's up on the corner. So we're just talking. I was like, I played against you at when I was at Levante, my team in Spain. He's
Yeah.
like, oh really? I don't think he remembered, but that was like my moment to like kind of talk with Messi, and he's a nice guy. He kind of like down to earth,
Yeah,
which is
that's what
kind of
everybody says. Yeah.
yeah, down to earth. It's kind of funny because you know who he is, right? He's like so
Yeah.
some people he's like a god. So just to be able to talk to him and after him was a cool experience.
That's amazing. Yeah, he's from the city that my wife grew up in
Oh
Rosario,
wow,
Argentina.
he's probably worshipped there like from
Oh,
head to toe, right?
dude, it's insane. I mean, I can't imagine a sports figure being bigger than he is in
I
that
know, right?
country. Just and rightly so. I think it's great, and his history is unbelievable. Look what he's doing in this World Cup at his age.
Unbelievable,
His sixth World Cup.
unbelievable.
It's just insane. It's wonderful. Um, so Shaq, you were pretty young when you went to Europe, right? To
Yes,
play.
sir. Yes,
You were
sir.
what,
How was that?
18?
About 17, 17 going on 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
that's unusual for Americans to go over, right?
Yeah, for
Isn't it?
sure. Especially at that time. That
Yeah.
was wasn't really, known. After, the Christians and,
Mhm.
Tyler Adams, all these guys started to go over,
Yeah.
earlier. But
Yeah.
I like to think I was one of the trailblazers to
Yeah.
kind of go over there and get my feet wet and just try to make it. We knew that, soccer in Europe was the highest level, right? So I just wanted to
Yeah.
test the waters and I'm glad I did it.
It's interesting because, Pau Gasol, great friend of the podcast, obviously. And, you know, I mean, those guys started playing hoops professionally at like 14.
Yeah, 14, right?
And
Yeah.
when I was 14, I couldn't figure out how to like get to school and
Exactly.
back.
Exactly. Couldn't even do my homework properly.
But all of a sudden you're over there, you're in a foreign country, not necessarily probably knowing the language.
No, that
You're
was tough.
you're making money at that point, right? Uh,
So that's funny. So my first club, it's not the most ideal situation because we ran into some money problems. So I didn't
yeah.
get paid for like 5, 6 months,
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
which was tough,
Right.
especially for your first,
Yeah.
professional experience.
Right.
Yeah, it was tough, man. I had to learn the language, had to fight through those obstacles that, as a player, you only want to worry about stuff on the field, right? You don't want to have to
Yeah.
worry about, all these other extracurricular stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened though. I think those stuff made me a lot stronger in the long run.
So how did your relationship with USA Soccer, how did that all come about? Because you were super young when you started and
Yeah.
you worked your way up from, the lower levels and the
Yep.
age groups all the way up to the senior team. I mean, how did that progress?
Yeah, so I started playing with the national team at the U17 level. Went
Hmm.
to Bradenton. Back then they used to have the U17 team come and live for 2 years. They don't do it anymore, but
Hmm.
we'd go there like around 14 and 15, and we stayed there for 2 years, getting ready for the U17 World Cup in 2 years. So that was my first experience,
Yeah.
and then from there I kind of worked my way up, like you said, the U17s, U18s, U20s, and then finally the full team. So been part of the program for a little bit.
Yeah, amazing. And then I read about the fact that you had the fastest goal
Yeah,
in Gold Cup history. What was it, 20 seconds? I mean,
U.S. history
in U.S.
ever.
history.
Yeah,
Wow. I mean,
yeah.
physically, like, how is that possible? I've seen it
Mm,
happen in hockey, but they're on skates and it's a lot closer
uh-huh, uh-huh.
from this puck drop to the goal. How did you do that?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was really we blew the whistle. It felt like we blew the whistle to start the game.
Yeah,
The ball kind of went left, right, whatever, and
yeah.
then I found myself in the box for a tap it. And before I know it, it was 20 seconds on the clock. It was like the first play of the game. So
That's incredible. And that record still stands
still
today?
stands, yeah. Still stands, yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I
Hopefully I
hope
can
it.
keep it forever.
Yeah, I hope so because I can't even imagine how anyone could top that,
Yeah,
unless they
that'd have to
kicked it
be
from
kick it from the kickoff, right?
yeah, from the kickoff. Exactly.
Yeah.
I yesterday I almost saw the goaltender, goalkeeper actually almost scored. I mean, he kicked it from midfield, and
All the
my
way up to the side.
terminology is all over the place. But like I'm thinking, this guy could actually, and I've seen it happen in hockey
Uh-huh.
where a
Uh-huh.
goalie has scored. Have you ever seen that happen?
I've seen it. Tim Howard, the former U.S. goalkeeper, he scored one goal from his own box. Typical. The ball's come back and he clears it,
Yeah,
and then the opposite keeper's not expecting it because obviously it's so
yeah,
far.
yeah.
So he's off his line, and the ball bounces over the opposite keeper and then goes in the net. So it
Incredible.
was funny at that time. They were like, "Yo, Tim Howard's the new goal scorer now." So that was funny, but it
Oh
doesn't
my
happen a
God.
lot. But
Yeah.
every now and again.
Amazing, man. Well, let's talk about this year's team. How many of you guys that are on the team did you have you played with, either on the U.S. team or?
The majority, I would say, almost close to 100% of them. Whether
Yeah,
that's youth camps, whether that's former camps as the senior players. So
yeah,
I know most of the guys, man. So it's nice seeing them do well and hopefully keep it going.
yeah. That's exciting, man. I love this storyline with Alex Freeman and his dad, Antonio
Mhm.
Freeman. I just saw an interview that they did yesterday. I mean, as a dad, I have four kids, and I mean, to be able to watch your kid
Yeah.
accomplish what he did, and that goal he scored last week was just insane.
Hmm.
What a feeling that must be. I would think your dad probably had the same feeling when he watched you play youth soccer and probably
Yeah, for sure.
professionally the first time.
For
Yeah.
sure, and definitely his different, man. Now that I have a child of my own, he's about to be 4 months. I could just only imagine seeing them from it's like any
Yeah.
player, right? Seeing them from the kid, the toddler stage to
Right.
they're a kid playing, and then feels
Yeah.
like you blink, and now they're like in the world stage. So I've had a few conversations with my dad about it. He's really proud. Sometimes he pinches himself. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now that I understand where he's coming from, now that I have my own child too. So
And you said your kid is four. Is your son or
yeah,
daughter?
my son, yeah, son,
Four
son.
months old? Yeah.
4 months old. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he's a little young to start kicking a ball, but
We
you
already
know,
we already threw him a few balls to kick that. Never too early.
I got to get him started early. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I go to Argentina. I see these little kids who have skills that I had never seen before, and
Yeah,
at that age,
early, right? Yeah.
it is unbelievable. Shaq, what's your feeling about how this World Cup and the way the U.S. is representing the country and the sport? How do you think that's going to impact even MLS when you guys come back after World Cup? I mean, it's got to have, like, the women's World Cup. How that changed the perspective way back when. Do you think it's time for the men to have that same moment?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great, man. You can see it, right? In every game that comes on, the watch parties are crazy. You even
Yeah,
have celebrities tuning into the game. I've
yeah,
never seen so many celebrities watch soccer ever.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
except for the World Cup, I must say. Every World Cup, this time is always,
yeah.
a big following. But yeah, the impact it's gonna have is gonna be crazy, man. And the little kids watching.
Yeah.
these American heroes, play. That's definitely gonna inspire them, right?
Yeah, for
Everyone talks
sure.
about how the '94 World Cup inspired a new, generation of players and of
Mhm.
teams, and even forced MLS to start. So
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to it. A lot
Yeah.
of eyes coming to the country, is only gonna grow the game even more. So
Yeah.
definitely looking forward, and the further they go, the more galvanized the country is in general. So
Yeah.
wishing for the best, and obviously, like you said, help us, help the league grow, MLS grow in general. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, the
Oh,
growth.
that's awesome, man. And where are you right now? You told me, but I forgot. Where
In the Frisco, so I played FC Dallas, so here in Frisco.
Ah, very nice. So Dallas, yeah, there are games in Dallas, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
the home.
there is.
Yeah, because I was watching this morning how Argentina has basically taken over Miami because that's where the next. I mean, it's in. First of all, how do people afford to travel like that,
I have no idea.
and then you don't know where your next game's going to be?
Exactly. So I think they've been saving up for 4 years.
Yeah,
That's the only way I can kind of fathom how they get to do this. But yeah, that's soccer, man. So, for some
yeah.
people, soccer is not just a sport; it's literally like life.
Oh, it's life. I mean,
you
it's
know,
it's like family and life, maybe one, two, two, one. I don't know. Um,
exactly.
did you get to go to any of the games in Dallas?
I haven't gone to any of them. Just with with a 2 3 month old, it
Yeah,
was tough.
yeah,
But we've been to a few watch parties, and it's been great, man.
yeah.
It's been good. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll go to one. My partner, she wants to go to one just to experience it. So we'll see what happens.
That'd be great. Well, it's kind of a blessing in disguise that you guys have this break at the MLS season, and you have a toddler or
Sure.
newborn basically in the
Yeah,
house that
yeah.
you can have time. My kids were little. I was traveling for the NBA like a maniac. I missed a
Mhm.
lot. And that's one of the downfalls of being in pro sports, whether
Sure.
you're
Sure.
on the field or off the field like me. But you're getting them started early, so who knows what could happen there.
Yeah, man. It's never too early, man. Hopefully he follows my footsteps. Nah, but I
Yeah.
mean, at this point, I just, want a beautiful, healthy baby. No issues, no problem. That's
Yeah,
all
that's
I can
beautiful.
ask for. And as he grows, then, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's great, man. Well, listen, last thing I want to ask you, and I guess I'm going to put you on the spot, but other than the U.S., who do you think is going to win this World Cup?
I think Argentina or France, man. Those teams
Yeah,
look, look
yeah,
look very strong, man. Even like
yeah,
France, like you look at their bench, they have guys not
yeah,
even just on the field, like the starting 11, but they have too many players that can just win a game
yeah,
by themselves. Just with the talent level just seems like it's just
yeah.
the gap is just huge. So
Hmm.
I think those are would be the favorites now. But I mean, like you said, man, you can't write off the U.S. man. Like
No, I mean,
the way they're playing right now, the momentum they have, the countries behind them.
yeah,
It's like one game, right? It's not like NBA where it's like a series where you have to win,
right.
beat a team for out of 7 games.
That's right. That's right.
One-off game.
Yeah,
Literally anything could happen against anyone. I mean, we already seen upsets like the Paraguay,
yeah,
Germany, Netherlands. So
crazy.
anything can happen, man. That's the beauty of the World Cup, man. Anything can happen.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
think I think those are my picks.
yeah. I mean, Norway could be a dark horse in this
Norway could
thing.
be a dark horse. Yeah, yeah.
Because that dude, what's that guy's name? He,
Holland.
he's insane. That guy. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, he's a machine. And he's like 6'4", 6'5", fast,
yeah,
strong, can score. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
I love.
that's a problem.
Yeah, I love his personality too because he seems
Mhm.
like he's having a lot of fun out there.
Having a lot of fun. Yeah.
So, and very last thing. So you're still a Heat fan, I would assume, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, it's going to be a new era now with Giannis down there.
Yeah,
How great is that? The Godfather, Pat Riley, at 81, 2 years
I
old,
know, right?
pulls another rabbit out of the hat. It's incredible.
Yeah, it should be good, man.
Yeah.
New energy. I think it was time. I think the last few years, he, just struggling from our standards, right? We're kind of a
Mhm.
championship organizations or, a team that I think is bigger than the play in. I
Yeah.
think we can all agree. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's see, man. New energy with Giannis and Bam connection. So
I know it's going to be something.
let's
Yeah.
see that. Let's see that. At least our front court is going to be good. I think we need to fill out the roster a little
Yeah.
bit more, but
Yeah.
I think yeah, Pat Ryan knows what he's doing, man. He
Yeah.
put together a team that could compete.
For sure. I mean, I was obviously they had to get rid of somebody really good.
Yeah, a few guys.
They traded Tyler Hero, yes, but they just picked up Tim Hardaway
I
Jr.,
saw
who
that.
who is a damn good shooter.
Yeah,
So
yeah. His dad played for the team too, right?
his
Back in the day,
dad
right?
played. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder
yeah.
if I don't think he can wear his dad's number because I think his
Oh, okay.
dad's number is
It's retired,
retired.
right? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing because I've known Tim Senior since literally his rookie year. So
Oh, wow. Wow.
it's a real full circle thing.
I must say,
Um,
I'm jealous of you, man, that you got to meet all these famous basketball players, man. I'm
well,
really jealous of you.
you know what? It was a blessed circumstance of me moving to LA when I did at the beginning, start of the '80s, beginning of Showtime. It was a different time in terms of being able to get the access and work myself in through a whole series of circumstances. But it was a wonderful career on the court. I mean, Kobe and I became very good friends. We did our book together. You know that. Well, I don't know if you've seen that. You know that book, that one.
Yeah, yeah,
Mamba
yeah.
Mentality. Yeah, he and I co-wrote that together.
Oh, wow, nice, man.
I mean, it was an incredible experience. I was the only photographer embedded with the Dream Team in '92,
Oh,
Eagles
wow.
team, which was another. If I could have retired after that, I probably would have.
Exactly. I know, right? You would have been like, I had a great career.
Yeah, but I love the fact that you're a big hoops fan. You still are.
For sure, for
That
sure.
kind of set the table for your pro career in a different sport.
Yes,
But
sir.
it's wonderful. At some point, we'll get you and D Wade together.
Oh,
I'll figure it out.
I
So.
would love that, man. I would probably be shaking a little bit, but I'll try to keep it together. Just because, like I said, man, growing up, he was such an inspiration for me to
Yeah.
just, be something, right? So
Right.
I've
Yeah.
read his books too, A Father First.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, let's make that happen for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he did win a title with the other Shaq. So, I
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah.
it's just a
Yeah.
natural
So
thing that
it's
he
only
beat
right.
you.
Exactly.
Well, Shaq, so great to see you, man. And thanks for taking the time. And I know it's very valuable family time. I totally get that, and I appreciate it. And super relevant to have you on right now, and kind of in the glow of the U.S. team. Look, as far as they go, it'll be a blessing because they've never gone this
Yeah.
far. So
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
wonderful. Yeah, it's great. So thanks a million, man. I hope we get to meet in person.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for having me, man. I mean, we play in LA, I think, in a few weeks. So if you're around, man, we can get
Yeah,
one.
which team? Galaxy
I
or
think we play
LAC?
Galaxy this time because we played
So
last year already. So.
interesting you say that because my daughter is about to go to college and she's been singing the national anthem at
Oh,
like
really?
most of the pro venues in
Okay.
LA. Lakers, Clippers. She did Dodgers last week.
Oh, wow.
Good friend of mine who was my longtime assistant has now the chief photographer for the Galaxy. So he's
Okay. Okay.
trying to get her in there before she has to go to college.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to put him for that game. That would be great. How cool
Okay,
would
yeah,
that be?
man. Yeah, let's definitely keep in touch, man. Nice to say hello and just, take a few
Sure.
pictures as well. So thank you,
Absolutely,
man.
my friend. Well, thanks again, and yeah, enjoy the soccer. I mean, I'm loving it, and I'm sure you are too. So,
Yes, sir. Will do,
yeah.
man. Same to you, man.
Okay, Shaq. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Well, big thanks to Shaq Moore for joining me on this World Cup bonus episode. He represented the USA many times and has a great career going in the MLS. Hope to see him on the pitch soon and also make that meetup with Dwyane Wade happen. Please follow Shaq on Instagram at Shaq Moore. Enjoy that daddy time, Shaq. Thanks to Shaq's rep, Alexandra Garcia, for her help, and a big shout out to our collaborators at Sport Magazine and Players TV. Thanks as always to our producer, Carlin Barker, and our editors, Sean Gosser and Addison Shao. And thanks everyone for joining us for this bonus episode of the podcast. We are thankful to all our loyal followers, as you know. Folks, please tell all your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Legends of Sport, and our Instagram at Legends of Sport, and my photography on Instagram at ADB Photo Inc. Please check out the discount link in our social media to our friends at Muggsy. You know how much we love Muggsy's clothes. And the discount link to our friends at You Should, the best way you should protect your skin for work, play, and everyday life. Very, very important this summer.